In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your website to grow your church. That's right. You could actually use your website to grow your church. Now, you might have heard the term SEO. That stands for search engine optimization. It's just a big term for getting your website to show up in Google. So I'm going to show you some tips and techniques on what you can do on your website so you can show up in Google and reach more people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Let's get into it. Why churches need SEO. See, SEO goes way beyond marketing. It's about connecting people to ministry at the exact moment they're searching for it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the next slide. People search for church every day. Every single day, people are turning to Google looking for exactly what your church offers. The question is, will they find you? See, people are searching for churches. They're searching for prayer and hope. They're searching for Bible studies. People are actively searching for a local congregation to call home. And the first place they search sometimes is Google. Not only that, individuals are seeking spiritual support and encouragement online. Not only that, seekers looking for youth programs and Christian community. So there's people that search Google for youth programs and Christian community. But once again, the question is our website showing up? Now, Google is the first stop, okay? So we got to understand that. Many times, Google is the very first place people look when searching for a church. Sometimes when you go shopping, right? You go online, you look up the store, and then maybe you even you look at the reviews of the store. But you went online and you probably typed it into Google to find the store, right? Well, that's how people are doing with churches. Maybe they move into a new city. They're trying to find a church. So they go on Google and they type in church near me, or church for young adults, or church for families, right? And if your website is optimized to show up for those words, guess what? They might attend your church. So many times, Google is the very first place people look when searching for a church. Before someone ever visits your building, they visit your website first. That's powerful. Your website is your digital front door. Make sure it's open and welcoming. All right. And also, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. Now, your website plays 3 roles. Okay. When you have your church website, it plays 3 roles. Number 1, it is your digital front door, the very first entry point for anyone discovering your ministry online. Number 2, first impression. Visitors form an opinion about your church before ever stepping inside. So your website often forms your first impression. Number 3, online welcome center, a place to greet, inform, and invite people into your community. Those are 3 things that your website can do. Now, I know sometimes we get into how our website looks, if it's fancy enough, if it has enough videos, if it has enough eye-catching things. But remember, 3 things you want your website to do. It's your digital front door, your first impression, and your online welcome center. Okay? Now, I'm not saying your website shouldn't look nice, but if it's not accomplishing the purpose of connecting people to your church, then it's like a pretty fishing pole that's not catching fish. Let's go to the next one. Real search is happening right now. People in your city are typing these exact phrases into Google today. This is what people are searching. Is your church showing up? People are searching churches for young adults near me. People are searching Bible study in your city, whether it's San Francisco or Dallas or Houston or Hawaii. People are searching for Bible studies in your city. When your website is optimized for these keywords, there's a good chance that you will show up in Google. Okay? These are just some of the keywords. People are searching churches near me, church for families. People are searching tons of keywords in Google every day. Last time I checked, I think Google gets about 150,000 searches a second. Now, some of them have to do with churches. Okay? So here are some keywords again. Churches for young adults near me. Bible study in San Francisco. So it's young people actively seeking a faith community that fits their stage of life. Young people are searching on Google. Young adults are searching on Google. Number 2, local seekers looking for a place to grow spiritually in their own neighborhood. So they'll go on Google and type in the city they're living in, and they might look for church in Houston or Bible study in Houston, Christian gathering in Houston. There's tons of keywords that people are searching into Google. Okay? Once again, the question is your church showing up? Let's go here. Without SEO, Google can't connect them to you. Okay? If your church has no SEO setup, which stands for search engine optimization, Google may not ever connect searching people to your ministry, no matter how great your programs are. Let that sink in a little bit. That's why visibility matters. It's not about being the biggest church. It's about being findable. And what makes your church findable on Google? Search engine optimization. SEO is about more than rankings, okay? Search engine optimization isn't just a technical marketing tool. It's a ministry tool. When your church ranks online, you help people discover something life-changing. You help them discover community, connecting lonely individuals to a welcoming congregation, encouragement, reaching people in their lowest moments with hope and support, ministry resources, providing spiritual tools to those actively seeking growth. Your website is able to do all these, and guess what? It works 24 hours, 7 days a week. Google wants to send people to you. See, let me just explain something to you. Google wants to solve problems. Okay, now social media, I'm not knocking it, but social media wants people to be on their platforms, right? The longer you stay on their platforms, then they get more ads, which is cool. I'm not hating it. But Google wants to solve problems. So when you are bringing a solution, Google, because people are going to Google to find answers. And when you have a solution, Google will lead them to you. Now remember, Google wants to solve problems. And if your church solves a problem, guess what? Google wants to send people to your church or to your website. And then your website can send people to your church. Now just remember those two differences, okay? Google wants to solve problems. Social media is more like they want people on their platform. All right. So SEO is more than rankings. Okay. Search engine optimization isn't just a technical marketing tool. It's a ministry tool. When your church ranks online, you help people discover something life-changing. The mission behind the strategy. See, SEO is not just about ranking. It's about helping people discover community, encouragement, ministry resources, and spiritual support. Now, what I said, SEO is simply getting your website to show up in Google when someone searches a term in Google. We like to call those keywords. So if you go to Google and you type in how to find a church, that's a keyword. Or church near me, that's a keyword. Okay? So SEO is getting your website to show up for certain keywords or certain search terms. There are certain things you want to do on your website. Number one, you want to have a blog. Okay. I see many church websites that don't have a blog. The key is you want to have a blog because you can optimize every blog you write for a different keyword. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Why this matters for ministry. Because when you show up in Google, when you show up in the search, this is what happens. Someone searches, they're looking online for spiritual help. They find you. Google directs them to your church page because you're solving a problem, right? And they connect with community and faith. So search, find, connect, or search, find, discover. See? But if you're not showing up in Google when people search, they won't ever find you. Every search is a person with a real need. SEO is the bridge that connects that need to your ministry. Visibility is not vanity, it's opportunity. That sounds like a rhyme right there, huh? Visibility is not vanity, it's opportunity. All right. So I want to encourage you. If you haven't done an SEO checklist on your website, you might want to do that. The first thing I would challenge you to do is go to Google and type in church in your city, right? And see if your website shows up. I mean, you could type in the name of your church, and that's cool. It should show up. But maybe try typing in church in your city, okay? And see if your website shows up. That's very important. If it doesn't, then I want to encourage you to add a blog to your website and write some content about a church, about your church in your city. Okay? That will help you to start ranking in Google for your local church. I just gave you a tip right there. Like I said, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I would love to help you. Check out your website. See if you got your SEO correctly. What is it? Search engine optimization. Okay, if you're not for sure how to go about it, you like me to take a look at your website, drop it in the comment section. I would love to assist where I can. All right, so why this matters for ministry showing up in Google? Because when people search, they'll find you and they'll discover you and they can get connected. All right, what's next? Now that you understand why SEO matters for ministry, in the next lesson, we dive into how people actually search online and what that means for your church website. That's the next lesson in my SEO course, which I have. If you're interested in learning about that course, you can drop something in the I'm interested in the comment section, and I can give you the link to my entire course that talks about how churches get found on Google. I hope this has been a blessing to you. I hope it encourages you to make sure that your website is optimized, which is search engine optimization. Make sure it's optimized for keywords so people can find your website and eventually get connected to your church. And who knows, they might end up giving their life to Jesus, all because they were searching for answers, searching for hope, searching on Google, and your church showed up. If this video has given you any value, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Pastor Dre. God bless. Quick question. Have you ever searched for a restaurant, coffee shop, or business on Google? Chances are you've looked at their Google business profile before deciding to visit, right? Now consider this. People in your community are doing the exact same thing when they're looking for a church. If your church doesn't have an optimized Google business profile, you could be missing opportunities to connect with people who are actively searching for hope. In this video, I'll show you why every church should have a Google business profile and how it can help more people discover your ministry. So keep it locked. All right, welcome to Google Business Profile for Local Churches, Module 5, Video 1. One of the most important tools for local church SEO is Google Business Profile. So let's get into it. All right, what is Google Business Profile? Let me set this up for you really quick. All right. Google Business Profile is the listing that appears when people search for churches in their area. It's your church's digital storefront on Google, and it's often the very first thing a visitor sees. Churches near me, local churches, ministries nearby. Okay? So when somebody searches for a church in their area, they're probably typing in some keywords like churches near me, local churches, or ministries nearby. Now keep that in mind. What your profile includes: your location, which is your church name, address, and directions, a contact phone number and service hours, social proof such as reviews and photos from your congregation. Okay? Now, why this matters for SEO? The key insight is this: when someone searches for a church locally, Google often shows map results before regular websites. That means your Google business profile can become your first impression online even before your own website. What this means for you: your profile isn't just a directory listing. It's prime real estate on Google search results page. An optimized profile dramatically increases your church's visibility to people actively looking for a place to worship. Now, here's a real world example. Imagine a family moves into your city. They open Google and search churches near me. If your church profile is optimized properly, Google has a better chance of showing your church and local results. That's powerful visibility. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video and you would like to help more people find your church online, I want to invite you to check out my course, How Churches Get Found on Google. Inside, I'll walk you through simple strategies to improve your church's visibility, reach more people in your community, and make it easier for people searching online to find your church. As a thank you for watching, you can use the coupon code YouTube and get 50% off today. Now let's get back to the training. The opportunity most churches are missing. Many churches already have a Google listing, but they haven't ever optimized their listing. That means there are often easy improvements available immediately. Let me say that again. That means there are often easy improvements available immediately. Unclaimed listing, optimized profile. You don't need to start from scratch. Small optimizations to an existing profile can make a significant difference in how often your church appears in local results. So make sure you make sure you claim your Google business profile. If not, you're missing an opportunity. And make sure your profile is optimized. If not, you're missing opportunities. All right, what's coming next? In the next lesson, we're going to walk through exactly how to set up or claim your Google business profile step by step. Get ready to put your church on the map. Wow, that's good. Keep it locked. Now, Module 5, key takeaways. Google business profile is essential. It's one of the most powerful local SEO tools available to churches, and it's free. Map results appear before websites. Your profile is often the first impression a searcher gets of your church online. Easy wins are available now. Most churches have an existing listing that simply needs to be claimed and optimized. Okay? Local search, the big picture. Local visibility, first impressions, phone in contact, reviews and trust, photos, directions, and hours. That's what your Google business profile consists of. Every element of your Google business profile works together to build trust and visibility with people searching for a church in your community. So if you haven't claimed your business profile, your Google business profile, you might want to do so today. It's free. Now, before we wrap it up, let me give you 3 quick action steps. Are you ready? Number 1, search for your church on Google and see what appears. Step number 2, if you already have a Google business profile, make sure your service times, address, phone number, website, and photos are accurate and up to date. Step number 3, if your church doesn't have a Google business profile yet, I've created a complete step-by-step guide that walks you through the entire process. You'll find the link in the description below. All right, family, if this video helped you, I'd love for you to subscribe for more practical church SEO and digital outreach tips every week. My goal is simple: help more churches get. Did you know that Google reviews can help more people discover your church before they ever walk through your doors? That's right. In this video, I'm going to show you how churches can get more Google reviews the right way, without pressure, gimmicks, or asking for fake reviews. Let's look at a few simple strategies your church can start using right away. Are you ready? Let's go. All right. How churches can get more Google reviews the right way. Let's go. When someone searches churches near me, what do they notice first? They usually notice your church name, your photos, your service information, or your star ratings or your reviews. Okay? So, for example, when I go to Google and I type in church near me, a Google business profile will show up maybe for some churches. And what you're going to notice is you'll probably notice the church name. You'll probably notice the photos in that Google business profile, the service information, and the reviews. Your Google business profile may be seen before anyone visits your website. For many people, your reviews become part of their very first impression of your church. Ooh, that's good. Google reviews help build trust. Real experiences, they show authentic stories from real people in your congregation. So they set expectations. They help first-time guests know what to expect before they arrive. Boost visibility. They strengthen your Google business profile and encourage visits and directions requests and direction requests. Okay, let me say that again. They strengthen your Google business profile and encourage website visits and direction requests. Not only that, stand out locally. They help your church rise above the noise in local search results. That's good. Reviews are more than stars, they are stories. Okay? We're not simply trying to collect stars. We're giving people an opportunity to share what God has done in their lives through the ministry. We're giving hope, stories of renewed faith and purpose, changed lives, testimonies of transformation, community, belonging and genuine connection, encountering Jesus, spiritual experiences worth sharing. Those are good reviews. One honest review may encourage someone who has been praying about finding their church home. Let me say that again. One honest review may encourage someone who has been praying about finding a church home. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video and you would like to help more people find your church online, I want to invite you to check out my course, How Churches Get Found on Google. Inside, I'll walk you through simple strategies to improve your church's visibility, reach more people in your community, and make it easier for people searching online to find your church. As a thank you for watching, you can use the coupon code YouTube and get 50% off today. Now let's get back to the training. Is it okay for churches to ask for reviews? Yes, but ask the right way. You want to do this. Ask for an honest review. Keep the invitation optional. Make the process simple. Ask people with genuine experience and keep the focus on helping others. Okay? Now, you want to avoid asking for 5-star review, pressuring people, telling them what to write, or making the request feel like a sales pitch. Ooh, wow. Suggested wording. Here's what you can do. If our church has been a blessing to you, would you consider sharing your honest experience through a Google review? Your story may help someone searching for a church home. So that's how you could simply ask for a review on your Google business profile. Great reviews begin with great ministry experiences. The best review strategy is not manipulation. It is serving people well and giving them something meaningful to share. You want to welcome people warmly. Okay? A genuine greeting sets the tone for everything that follows. Number 2, provide clear directions and safe children's ministry. Signage and a secure kids environment build immediate trust. Number 3, follow up and serve consistently. Reach out to first-time guests and serve the community with intention. Number 4, make it easy to connect. Lower barriers so people can engage with the ministry naturally. Ask at the right time. Timing matters. Do not rush first-time guests into leaving a review before they have truly experienced the church. Give people enough time to genuinely connect with the ministry. Number 1, after a positive testimony, when someone shares what God has done. Number 2, after a guest returns, they've experienced the church more than once. Number 3, following a baptism, a milestone moment of commitment. Number 4, after outreach events or evangelism events, community service, conferences, or newcomers class. So those are all good things where you can ask in the right timing. Okay? All right. Let's go to the next one. Make it easy with a QR code. Scan, review, done. Use a QR code that links directly to your Google review page and place it everywhere your guests and members already look. For example, welcome center signage, visitor cards, digital bulletins and lobby screens, follow-up emails, church website, event signage. That's powerful. So you could create a QR code that goes directly to your Google review. Someone scans it and they can leave a review. That's pretty good. Those are good ideas right there. Well, let me go back to this. What you could even do too is say you have a newcomers luncheon or a newcomers gathering. They've probably been coming to your church maybe for 3 to 6 months. You could even put the QR code up there. Start sharing stories that matter. Every honest review is an opportunity for someone to share what God has done and for someone searching to take their first step toward a church online. You want to serve well. This creates experiences worth sharing. Let me say that again. Serve well. It creates experiences worth sharing. Ask honestly. Invite reviews the right way. Make it simple. Use a QR code at every touch point. Your church story is already being written. Google reviews help the world read it. Ooh, that's good. Let me say it again. Your church's story is already being written. Google reviews help the world read it. Wow. Well, I hope this video has helped you out. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section where you saw this video, or you can contact us on our contact link. God bless. How to plan your first visit to a church. In this video, I'm going to show you what to expect before you visit a church. Have you ever thought about visiting a church but you weren't sure what to expect? What to wear, where to park, where to bring your kids, or if everyone will stare at you when you walk in? If you've asked these questions, you're not alone. This guy walks you through exactly what to expect on your first church visit. Are you ready? Let's go. Why people search before visiting a church. Just like checking restaurant reviews or hotel photos before booking, it's only natural to research a church before visiting. Thousands of people search Google every month asking questions about their first church visit. Imagine that. Thousands of people. People search because they want to feel prepared, reduce friction, and feel welcomed. Okay? Start with the church website. If you're going to plan your first visit to a church, there's a lot you can learn about that church from their website. So I would encourage you to start with the church website. One of the best things you can do is visit the church's website before you go. A good website answers your questions through photos, videos, and key information. Now, let me just throw this in there. If you oversee your church's website, maybe you're a church creative or a media team, or you oversee the website, these are good things to put on your website. Okay, because first-time visitors may be asking these questions. So logistics, service times, address, and parking details. Children's ministry, programs and check-in info for families. Beliefs and culture, statement of faith and recent sermons. Plan your visit, a dedicated page to prepare first-timers. That's powerful right there. That's powerful. Okay, so if you're visiting the church for the first time, you might want to arrive maybe 10 to 15 minutes early. Why? Arriving a little early makes your first visit far more comfortable. You'll have time to get settled without feeling rushed. Number one, helps you to find parking, locate the lot and get oriented to the building. Number two, meet the greeters. Number three, check in your children. And number four, help you to find a seat. Okay? All right. What should you wear? The short answer, wear something comfortable and respectful. Every church is different. Some are casual, others slightly more formal. Check the church's website or social media to get a feel for the culture before you go. Okay? So you can check the church's website or their social media to get a feel for the culture before you go. What matters most? A healthy church is far more interested in welcoming you than judging what you're wearing. Whether you show up in jeans or a blazer, you'll be welcome. Casual attire is widely accepted. Business casual is always appropriate. When in doubt, check their social media. Okay? You'll always be welcome at a healthy church. What happens during the church service? Well, now this is subject to change, but most church services follow a similar pattern. If you've never attended before, it's perfectly okay to simply observe. You don't have to understand everything right away. Now, here's the outline of what usually takes place in a church service so you can be prepared. Number one, there's a welcome, like a greeting from the host or the pastor. Number two, worship music, a time of praise and worship, songs led by the worship team. Number three, prayer, corporate prayer time for prayer requests. Number four, announcements, church news and events. Number five, Bible message, like a teaching from the pastor or evangelist or who's ever speaking in that service. And number six, there's a closing prayer, usually a closing prayer. Okay? Like I said, this is subject to change, but these are things that you can expect when you're visiting a church for the first time. Let's talk about bringing your children. Check the church website before you go. Again, with church website. Knowing what's available ahead of time makes your visit much more enjoyable. You'll find out maybe on their website if there's nursery care. That's good to add on your church website, by the way, creatives and media teams. Kids classes, are there classes for the kids? Secure check-in, is there a secure check-in? Family seating, is there seating for families? That sometimes churches have that available where they have seating for families. Okay, so when you're bringing your children, you can check the church website and find out ahead of time to make your visit more enjoyable. Okay, you can see what they offer your children. All right. Do you have to participate? Your first visit is simply an opportunity to learn about the church and decide whether you'd like to come back. Do you have to sing? No. Are you expected to give? No, it's your first time. You're a guest. Do you have to have a membership in order to visit the church? No, you can go check it out. Okay, so feel free. If you want to sing, go for it. If you don't feel comfortable singing, just observe. Okay, if you don't have anything to give or you don't feel led to give in the first service, that's great. If you do, praise God, go for it. All right, and you do not need to be a member in order to visit the church. Church leaders, your website is your digital front door. I want to give a quick shout out to all the church leaders right now that oversee your church's website or build your church website. Every question we've covered today is something your church website should answer. People are searching for this information before they visit. If your website answers these questions, you're already making visitors feel welcome before anyone greets them in person. That is powerful. Answer visitor questions. What is it? Address the most common first-timer concerns proactively. So you want to address the most common first-timer concerns proactively. Okay, what do they wear? Children's ministry and different things like that. Remove uncertainty. Clear information reduces frustration and increases follow-through. Build trust before they arrive. A welcoming website creates a welcoming first impression. That right there, I'll preach. That's good. I'm going to say it again. A welcoming website creates a welcoming first impression. If your website is not creating a welcoming vibe, then your first impression might not be real welcoming to a visitor. Because remember, sometimes visitors visit your website first before they visit a church. So look at it like this. A person that visits your website is already a first-time visitor because they're going to get an impression of your church from your website. That's powerful. Okay, let me stop right there because I can go in a little bit, but I'm not. Just let me say this. You know how you have people come to your church and they raise their hand if they're a first-time guest? Well, when somebody visits your website, it's like they're a first-time guest and they're raising their hand. So you want to treat them on your website like you would treat them in your church if they're a first-time guest. That's good. What every plan your visit page should include. Your plan your visit page doesn't need to be complicated. It simply needs to remove uncertainty. The easier you make it for someone to know what to expect, the more likely they are to take that first step. Service times, address, parking, children's ministry, what to expect, what to wear, accessibility, contact info, and a welcome video would even just take it to another level. So every plan your visit page, if you cover these topics, you're getting the job done. Okay, maybe you don't have them on your plan your visit page right now, but you can work to upgrade it to cover these areas. Once again, your service times, your address, parking, children's ministry, what to expect, what to wear, accessibility, contact info, and a nice welcome video. That's fire. So just like back to what I was saying, when people come to your church for the first time, they raise their hand, right? And then what we usually do, right? Anybody here for the first time, we want to connect with you after service or get to know you a little bit better. We have them fill out a follow-up card. You can do the same thing on your website. Your plan your visit page. Imagine they fill out a form. That's your follow-up card. Isn't that good stuff? So, and then what you do, right, is you connect with them and like say you take them to another room. So you give them a personal connection. Same thing with the video on your plan your visit page. Imagine a welcoming video just like they visited your church already. Come on, that's fire right there. That's using your website to connect with people. All right, let me stop there. Also, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section where you're watching this video, or you can connect with me personally on my website, PastorDre.com. I'll leave a description I'll leave a link in the description. If you say, man, we need to take our church website to another level, or you just want some feedback on your website, hit me up. All right. One visit can change a life. A first visit starts long before someone walks through the front doors. For visitors, don't be afraid to take the first step. For churches, make your website a place that answers questions, builds trust, and welcomes people before they ever arrive. If you want a free review of your church website, like I mentioned earlier, visit PastorDre.com for practical tips on church websites, SEO, and digital outreach. I hope this video has helped you out. If it's giving you any value, let me know. Put it in the comment section where you're watching this video, or send me a message on my website. Contact me and let me know if this video has helped you out or if you have any questions. God bless.